Hey guys, Matt Horn here, and a couple weeks ago I had seen a video about hacking your TOPAZ machine that Jesse Groom put out, and I kind of reached out to him and got some ideas and seen some of the sheets that he'd been working on and kind of started working that stuff into some of mine. And I had a little teaser of a sheet that I was working on that would run on your TOPAZ to kind of generate reports. I think we're at a point right now where this is almost a releasable thing. We'll have it up probably on open source NDT, and I just kind of wanted to walk through it with everybody. So, as you can see on the screen, we've just got an indication up of something from one of the things I've inspected, and we've got the sheet running in the background. So, we're going to click on Create Report, and I've set this up as kind of a walkthrough where you just work your way from the top down. You'd click Save File As, and it lets you rename the file, which we've already done. And we'll start on Project Info. And you can change all of these variables, and every time you do a new weld, whatever you populated the last time will pop back up. So you go through there, say it's good. Do the same thing for your general weld information, say it's good. Your instrument information, good. And this is a little thing just we have on our reports for layout methodology. Good. And here at Weld Dimensions, you can change all of your weld dimensions that you want to, so it will update the report. And when you hit accept, it will give you an option to export a custom weld overlay. And this will run on the TOPAZ instrument, so instead of having to go to AutoCAD and generate a custom overlay or something like that, it will generate it straight from Excel. So you just hit yes to export your overlay, and then you want to insert your weld photo. Okay, and from there you would want to kind of start your work on your machine. You would go to Specimen, Pipe, and there's our pipe layout. We're going to put our custom overlay in here. So there's our overlay dimensions from what we put in. Hit accept. And we want to see our overlay. So it's got it up there. Okay, and then you would go to channels. And you'd want to adjust your calculator settings in here and kind of develop your scan plan. So there's our scan plan. You can see our custom overlay there with counterbore and back and rings. We'll go back to our report generator and click on this insert scan plan, and yes, there'll be a scan plan. It's going to bring up a screenshot tool. We're going to select what we want, hit spacebar to continue, and for this instance there was no 270 degrees, so we're going to click on it and hit no, and we'll just put in why there was not. Valve limited access. Okay, so you would, from there, you would go through your data and analyze it, and as you have indications come up, so for our first indication we have added it to our indication table with our cursors being what we want on that list. And this is going to be that indication. So we would go back to this, and we want to document that first indication. And you can put your information in here. Crack, reject, all good. Hit accept. You can take a screenshot. Hit spacebar to continue. And you could do that for numerous indications. You're going to add them to the table, take a screenshot, add them to the table, take a screenshot. Then in the TOPAZ here, you can export this to a TXT file. Okay, call it whatever you want, GW-1. Okay, and we've exported this indication table. Go back to this, and we're going to pull in the indication table. And it pulls it into the report. and then you would hit finish weld. And if you wanted to add a weld, you could. So we'll add a weld. We'll call it girth weld 2. Hit OK. And it's going to make another tab at the bottom down here for girth weld 2. And it kind of blanks it out and starts you over. So let's go take a look at girth weld 1. So now we've filled out all of our information. We've inserted our picture. We've adjusted our weld, stuck our scan plan in, put in here why we didn't do the other. It has an indication overview for all the indications you got. It's going to plot them out. It pulled all the stops and starts in from the text file and inserted the picture of the indications. So that report should be ready to go, and all of this will run, like I said before, on the TOPAZ, so you can do this in the field if you wanted. But that's kind of it, and thanks to Jesse and Open Source NDT for helping me out with this.